rid of the title screen. There we go. Welcome to the College Football Tailgate with me, XFL Jim, joined by my co-host, Eric, Uncle Rico. My man, how you doing?
Dude, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on, dude. I had the heater on 2 days ago. Now, I have to have the AC on. It's
Midwest weather, baby.
it's a weird time to be alive, man. Weird time. Um, I kind of sneakily love this little slate we got going on today.
So you were saying Tuesday this was actually a really tough week to handicap.
But you know what? Uncle
Things
Rico,
change.
Uncle Rico, he rolls up his sleeves. I don't want to use the term go in the lab because it's just this desk I have right here. So I just go to the
You could
desk.
say go into work, go into the office.
I know I put a little Kumo D on. I go to work, get on my Lions coffee cup, put a little wild turkey in it, and go to work.
You know why that is, Eric? It's because you're a born winner.
Dude. Sometimes I curse out my dad for, teaching me how to be a hard worker. Why couldn't he teach me just to be lazy,
It's pretty nice sometimes. Like sometimes I feel very lazy. It's work has been kicking my ass this week, but we're gonna kick the college football slate's ass this morning as we go through all of the games real quick, just blasted through them to give our opinions on each and every one. You ready, Eric? Just to get right into it.
All right, let's go. Remember, we got to go by time.
We're going by time. I'm going through every game in order.
Well, I only have one bet at the early slate.
Okay, so we're going to say no bet for a lot of these. Akron, Kent State, no bet. Kent State minus 15, not touching it. I'm not touching it either. Cincinnati, SMU is my first pick. I have SMU plus the 3.5. I have SMU money line. Don't have the over in this one. It's plus 140 on the money line.
Yeah, I got SMU plus the 3.5. I think it's just a great situational spot. They've had some time to rest. Playing earlier in the week, Central Florida on deck. And I'll be honest, I just don't like the Cincinnati team that much. I think they're a little bit of a paper lion. I think SMU's live here. I like them plus the 3.5.
I'm exactly there with you. I have them sprinkled on the money line. I love them plus 3.5. Next game, Houston minus 3 on the road at Navy. I think I took Navy earlier in the week at a better number, but I am also all over this under 50.5 in this game.
Got nothing. I got no action until the 2:30 slate.
Navy can't go over 3 weeks in a row. They can't. Indiana Rutgers. Rutgers minus 3 looks interesting. Indiana's really bad.
Well, here's my thing. Okay, hear me out. If I were to bet, it would be Rutgers. New offensive coordinator, element of surprise, extended rest. Ciano historically does good off extended rest. So yeah, I would go Rutgers here, but I got a lot of action out there. So I'm not forcing it. I'm not forcing the plays, coach.
I'm not going to force it either. I say that. I really want to take Rutgers. I might come back around to that. Iowa, Ohio State. Ohio State is now down to minus 29.5. I just took the under in this game. I think I took it when it was at 50.5. It's all the way down to 49.5.
You know what this season with Iowa football has taught us? Never hire family.
Don't.
Dude, you can't fire your son who's an offensive coordinator. So
I don't know if he can't or he just won't.
I think it's like all of the above.
Because Brian Ferentz, what are they going to do? Fire him?
Yeah, they can't because he's Kurt's son. You know what I mean? So.
What are they going to fire Kurt?
No, I think he's untouchable. So it's just, I don't know. It's just one of those things. I think you are a genius because you got Ohio State at a very insane number. So you know what? I'm staying away and I'm rooting for you to cash that ticket, my friend.
I love it. Kansas Baylor, I just have the over 58.5. I think I got that at a worse number, actually. That's come down. I like it even more now. I think I got it at a way worse number. Yeah, I got it 63. Jesus, it's fallen. I think it's because Daniels isn't playing. I think it's going to be sure. Bean, but I still like the over. Bean can still put up points. I just don't think Kansas wins.
I want to bet the over under how many times you yelled Bean today.
If I watch this game, just bet the over. If I don't, then maybe I'll hit the number. Syracuse, Clemson minus 14, over under 50. I don't want to touch this game at all. If I do touch it, I lean Clemson maybe a little bit.
If I do touch it, it'd be the over.
Yeah, I
Clemson's
like that too.
putrid. They're bad in the back four, and this is the best defense, best offense, best everything that the Qs have played. So I'd lean the over.
And they haven't really played anyone outside of home. This is like their first real true road test.
So that game against Wagner really did nothing for you.
That didn't quite do it for me. ULM Army. I don't want to touch it. Small lean Army -6.5. I think ULM's pretty bad, but I don't really like this Army team.
ULM's been like sneakily.
They've been sneaky.
You know,
we got a question for you, Uncle Rico.
You know what?
Bobby Thomas is asking, what's the dirtiest play of the day? Do you want to save it or do you want to just give it out?
You know what? 9:30 p.m. Central kickoff time.
Oh, when we get to the night slot, I want to hear this dirty play. Duke, Miami. I am on Duke +10.
Yeah, you kind of have to be, right?
Yeah, like it's Miami. I sprinkle a little bit on that money line. Bowling Green, Central Michigan, not touching it. Central Michigan -6.5. Toledo, Buffalo. I took Buffalo just because I think Toledo, with all this hype, is not to be trusted.
Mm-hmm.
This is usually when Toledo falters. I think Toledo still probably wins, but I'm gonna take Buffalo to keep it close. Eastern Michigan, Ball State. I've been marinating on this one. I'm just gonna take it. Eastern Michigan money line. When they're a dog, I like them. When they're a favorite, I don't. That's kind of my take with Eastern Michigan.
Yeah, I co-sign on that.
Northern Illinois, Ohio, same sort of thing. I don't like taking Northern Illinois as a favorite. I want to take Ohio plus the 3 and sprinkle that money line. I lean that way for now. I will probably finish the day. I'll probably, after this show, take that bet.
I got nothing.
UNLV, Notre Dame -26.5. Not touching that one. What about you?
I mean, I kind of feel if you take something, you have to take your Rebels.
I mean, yeah, but I took them they've hurt me the last 2 weeks I took them. They were huge dogs. They were like 21.5 point dogs against San Jose State. They got blown the fuck out. Rice La Tech. Probably just maybe play the under 57. Maybe. I don't really like that game, though.
Nothing.
West Virginia, Texas Tech. I am on Texas Tech, getting -5 at home.
Texas Tech is sneakily becoming one of Uncle Rico's favorite teams, but I'm not betting him.
I like them a lot, and this is also just I fade West Virginia away from the mountains, and I like taking them as a dog in the mountains. This year, specifically. They're not a good team. They're probably the worst team in that conference. Boston College, Wake Forest. Wake is -20.5. No. I took the over in this game. It's over 60 right now. I think I got a better number, if I remember correct. But I like the over in this game. I think Wake's defense can let Boston College score points, and everyone knows that Wake can score.
Okay. I want nothing.
FIU Charlotte, the clit is -13.5, which is insane to me.
I feel you have to take Charlotte here. I mean, this is kind of like the spot Charlotte's been hoping for, where they can just boat race FIU.
Yeah, because FIU is dog shit.
And that's putting it insanely polite.
I'm going to take Charlotte. You know what? I am. Georgia Southern, ODU. ODU's -2.5.
I'm so pissed off they're playing each other because I wanted to fade.
I know. We wanted to fade both of these teams.
Yeah. But it's a pass.
Maybe I'll play the under. Under 66.5. Fade their offenses to do good.
Do that. Yeah.
I'll do that. Marshall JMU. Marshall +12. Potential bounce back spot for JMU. I'm not going to touch this game.
Nothing. I want nothing to do with it.
Memphis Tulane. Tulane is -7 over under 55.5. I'm on Memphis +7.
I just want to sit back and watch that 40-1 come home.
I want to, but we've said it time and time again. What do we do with these teams that get to the top 25 that aren't usually there?
We fade them. But I got a big card today, Jim. I got a lot. My action, I have diverse action today.
I want Tulane to win. But, man, I'm going to take Memphis +7. I just can't, in good consciousness, not do that. Mississippi, LSU -1.5. I don't want to touch this game. If I do, I'll sprinkle Mississippi money line.
I have a play in this game, Jim.
Oh,
I have a play.
Oh, baby.
I think Ole Miss is a paper lion. I think LSU has a significant advantage in the trenches. I think that last week they opened up the playbook. They threw down the ball. They threw the ball down the field. The offense looked more explosive. And just looking at Kelly, anytime the spread's little like this, and he's a favorite, he always flipping covers. I like LSU here. I got him at -2.
My thing with Ole Miss is like they're in all their next games they could win or they could lose.
And I think the losing streak starts now.
The losing streak could very well start now. I'm probably just going to stay away from them for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I can see that.
I just like Ole Miss could win this game. They could win it by a touchdown, and I wouldn't be surprised. But they could lose by 10 points, and I wouldn't be surprised.
They can lose by 32, and you wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, that's how weird this fucking team is.
Yeah.
North Texas UTSA, UTSA -10. Over under, Eric. Did you see this one?
No.
72.5.
No dice, my friend. No dice.
Our buddy Chase, the undertaker, as he likes to call himself, he took the under in this game.
Well, here's the thing. Like, when it's that high,
you kind of have to.
You need touchdowns. You need
you need like quick, rapid drives.
You can't have failed fourth down conversions. They need to take advantage of scoring opportunities. And I mean, that's the thing. Do you trust these teams to do that? I don't. I
don't trust them to take that much. I'm going to take the under in this game. Northwestern, Maryland -14. I don't want to touch it. I lean Maryland.
I have a funny story I need to tell you in regards to Northwestern, but this one's off air, my friend.
Okay, but I'm not touching this game. Purdue, Wisconsin, I'm on Purdue money line.
Nothing.
Big Ten West, if it's not Northwestern playing, I'll take the dog just because this division is super crazy. I think Purdue's a better team than Wisconsin this year.
Yeah, more explosive. Yeah, I get it. Wisconsin did lose to the worst team in the college football, Michigan State. I get it.
It's a coin flip game, and I'm taking the dog. Texas, Oklahoma State +6, +175 on the money line, over under of 60.
Uncle Rico's got the 6.5 with OK State. A freshman quarterback going into Pickens, laying close to a tutty. Are you kidding me?
Do we know the status on Sanders?
Playing. He's going to play.
Okay, then yeah. I'm on OK State.
He's going to play. I would be shocked if he didn't play. OK State, they convert on third down. They're able to get teams off the field on third down. And I think they have the advantage with their defensive line against Texas's offensive line. I'm all over Oklahoma State here. I love them. I played the 6.5, and you know what? I did a little sprink on that money line.
I sprinked on the money line earlier when it was +200. I'm going to take the worst number in the 6. I'll take that half point and be okay. I like Oklahoma State a lot here for every reason you just said. Like, people always forget, like, the measurement game for Texas is not the Oklahoma game. It's can they beat Oklahoma State?
I feel Texas is overrated in the market because of the Alabama game, but also because of the Oklahoma game.
Oh, for sure.
So I'm not buying on this team. They got some serious questions in my eyes. So
UCLA, Oregon -6, +185 on the money line for UCLA. Over under of 71. That's a lot of points.
See, here's my thing. Now, hear me out. Hear me out, Jimbo. Hear me out.
I'm hearing you out.
I'm looking to, like we did with TCU and Kansas a couple of weeks ago, I'm going to be looking to live bet this over. Because I think, it's going to be a little bit of a defensive battle to start. I think we're going to see that number dip into the 60s. As soon as it gets to the low 60s, I'm going to be looking to bet that over live.
Cosign.
Yeah.
Cosign that. I'm with you there. Western, did you see that they're already like in Oregon right now at like 5 whatever in the morning, getting like partying at the game day area?
I respect that.
A shitload. Western Michigan, Miami of Ohio. Miami -6.5, over under 44. Not touching this one.
Nope.
Usually I'd bet a directional mish, but they've been dirty to me. The only one I'm betting today is Eastern Michigan. Arizona State, Stanford. Arizona State +2, Stanford -2, +105 on the money line for ASU, over under 53. I want to take ASU here.
Fading after that big win, I do too. But you know what? Uncle Rico doesn't force, so I'm passing, my friend.
I'll sprinkle a little tiny bit on that money line. Just a little bit.
You're sprinkling?
Yeah, I'll sprinkle sprinks. FAU, UTEP. FAU minus 3.5 on the road, over under 51, plus 140 on the money line for UTEP. I'm on UTEP here, plus 3.5. I'm on UTEP money line. I don't trust this FAU team going all the way to They shouldn't be a road favorite.
I'm on UTEP, but I got them at +4, Jimbo.
Look at you. I think I got them at +4 as well, but I'll take them at 3.5 for the people.
Better defense. And like, who's FAU? I mean, look, I think it's a little, I think people look at the common opponent in Charlotte. That Charlotte game, Chris Reynolds was hurt. He didn't play. That's why the score is insanely misleading. UTEP has the better defense. I know their offense has its struggles, but I'll take the team with the better defense at home, getting 4. Hell yeah, all day. UTEP, give it to me.
All day.
Who does Florida Atlantic have on deck?
Who is it?
UAB at the biggest Halloween party in Boca. Great situational spot to fade Florida Atlantic.
Huge spot play. Love it. Hawaii, Colorado State. Colorado State -6 at home against maybe the worst team in college football. I wouldn't say, but I'd say FIU is probably the worst team in college football. Over under 45.5. I'm on Colorado State. I think I got them at 5.5. Yeah, Hawaii away from the island this year is an auto fade.
But here's the thing.
I don't care how bad. I know Colorado State's bad. I know.
Just hear me out, big. You don't know what I'm gonna say yet, big dog. You don't know what I'm gonna say yet.
Hey, give it to me.
They made a quarterback switch. Ohio State did. Not Ohio State. Hawaii did in the San Diego State game. The offenses looked a lot better. So I'm a little bit concerned with a Colorado State team laying that big of the number.
That's fair. And if this was on the island and they were minus whatever, I would take Hawaii straight up.
But I'm not betting the game. I'm rooting for you. You're my boy. But that was my concern why I didn't take Colorado.
If Hawaii wins this game, this is an absolute giant success of a season for Tommy Chang.
Coach of the year in college football.
Like if they win 2 games with what they have to deal with.
Yeah.
Insane.
Absolutely insane.
Vanderbilt, Missouri, don't want to touch this game with a 10-foot pole. Missouri's -14.
I think Vanderbilt, call me crazy, is a little live.
I want to take Vandy. Like I do. But I'm not going to touch it.
Yeah, neither am I. I mean, come on. Vandy's much improved, but there's no way in hell I'm touching that.
Arkansas State, Lafayette. Lafayette, ULL is -6.5, over under 51.5. I kind of want to take ULL here.
No dice, my friend.
I'm with you. I'm going to stay away. Southern Miss -2 at Texas State, over under 53.5.
I mean, I don't want anything to do with this game, but honestly, are you telling me that Southern Miss is laying points on the road? Come on.
Yeah, I don't want to touch it, though.
Yeah, there's no way.
Fresno State, New Mexico. Fresno -10 on the road at New Mexico, over under 40. Similar thing, like Fresno shouldn't, like, that's a lot of points to lay on the road.
That's a lot of points, my friend. A lot of points.
New Mexico sucks, though. I'm probably staying away. Boise State, now down to +1.5. Air Force -1.5, over under 46.5. I got Boise State at 3.5.
That's a good line. At the current number, I'd lean Air Force just because of the value play. But again, like I don't want anything to do. The Air Force has been a huge disappointment to me.
Huge. But Boise State's been like on a tear since they started conference play.
Better. Yeah, they have been looking better. So, but I missed the numbers. So what's the point? You know, that's how kind of
exactly. Mississippi State, Alabama. Alabama -21, over under of 61.
Here's the thing. Can you imagine how hellish of a practice that was for those kids this week? I mean, not the fact that they lost, but the fact they lost and they had, 170 yards in penalties. I mean, there is all my numbers say to bet Mississippi State, but the fact that Saban is an absolute lunatic and he probably put those kids through the worst practice week of their life, I'm not touching it. Maybe I would lean Bama first half. That'd be my lean if there was any play in this game. But there's no way. I don't want anything to do with this game at all.
I'll probably play Bama first half. So Mike Leach has been in Starkville for how long?
A while. 4 or 5 years.
Is this his 3rd year?
I thought it was 4th.
Oh, yeah. 2020, he was definitely.
But I will say this, though. In terms, Bama's weakness is what? The back 4. And you and I talked about it when we did our SEC preview. The issue with Will Rogers he's in an air raid system. He doesn't throw the ball down the field. He doesn't, you know what I mean? He's not going to be able to take advantage where the weakness is. So
I believe Mike Leach got to, this is year 3.
Okay.
So 2020 was his first year. They played Alabama, first year, 41-0 Alabama. Year 2, 49-9 Alabama. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure last year they played them after Alabama lost to Texas A&M.
Wow.
So I think there's a history of Mississippi State playing Alabama after they lose to somebody, and Alabama just lays the wood out.
Just takes them to the shed. Just takes them to the flipping woodshed.
I want to take Alabama minus the 21. I'm going to be with you and take them. I'll take them whatever first half. I'll take them minus 13 first half. I will play that.
There's an
what
11
minus 7. What do you think about minus 7 first quarter?
I like that too. But again, like I don't want to touch this game at all. There's nothing I want to do.
I'm going to touch it. I'm going to bet it wire to wire, Alabama.
And Mississippi State did have that offensive lineman that tragically passed away earlier in the week. So you have that too. I mean, I want nothing to do here.
I'll take Alabama wire to wire. Central Florida, East Carolina. East Carolina getting points at home. UCF minus 5.5 on the road. Over under 63.5. I'm on ECU. I sprinkled a little bit on that money line. I like them at 5.5.
You know, and we talked about it.
Talked about paper tigers.
Yeah, this is Central Florida, and we love them. We're on their over. We have a little bit for them to win the American as well. We said this is going to be their first time out of the state of Florida. This is their first true road game. I think ECU is playing well. I think they're a little undervalued. UCF is a little overvalued. Plus, we play the spot. UCF has Cincinnati on deck, and the winner of that game is basically guaranteed a spot in the American championship. This is an ECU +5 for me all the way.
Boom, bam, bang. Minnesota, Penn State. Penn State minus 5, over under 43.
We have no idea who's playing quarterback for either team.
I'm staying away.
I can't bet this game.
I might play the under, but that's really low.
I think, because Minnesota plays low. They're going to look to run. Penn State, I mean, Terry Franklin, I don't know what he does during the middle of the week. If he just I don't know what he does. So God only knows if he's going to be prepared for Mohammed and that running game that Minnesota has. Sean Clifford's hurt. Penn State fans are already calling him to be benched. The kid that came in during the Illinois game from Minnesota, he had 17 yards, 33 completion percentage, and 2 picks. You know, if he plays and there's
he sounds like a great Big Ten West quarterback to me. He fits in. He fits right in.
So, yeah, this is just stay away from me, man.
I'm staying away too. Texas A&M, South Carolina. A&M minus 3 on the road. Over under 44.5. I'm on South Carolina +3. I'm on South Carolina money line.
Dude, great minds think alike, Jimbo. Uncle Rico's on South Carolina. They had a lot of injuries to their defense. Texas A&M's playing their backup. I think Texas A&M, is getting too much value because they played an Alabama team tough who was basically just running the ball with their backup quarterback that couldn't throw the ball. I like South Carolina here, especially at home getting points.
Is that your dirty play? Or are we still
No, dude. Comment, dude. My dirty play I found a coach in this situation is 72% against the spread. 3-0 against the spread when the situation is at home. I like it, and it's gonna be dirty. You're gonna what's this?
You got a dirty dangling in front of me.
It's like
Colorado's
Aguilera, dude. I want to get dirty.
Oh. Colorado, Oregon State minus 23.5, over under 48. Colorado is no longer an auto fade with this interim. They gotta win. I'm going to take the over in this game, though. If Colorado can score at all, this total will go over, and Colorado's defense is putrid.
I got nothing.
Kansas State, TCU. TCU minus 3, the Purple Squad. K-State plus 140 on the money line, over under of 55.
Dude, give it to me. When you say it out loud, this is TCU's 4th game in a row against a ranked opponent, with Kansas State, the most physical team in the trenches, on both sides. If you're just looking at defensive line, it's obviously Iowa State. When you look at offensive line and defensive line combined, it's K-State. I mean, how can you not take K-State here getting over the 3? I absolutely love him. I think Martinez and Vaughn are going to be able to run all over TCU. Plus, there's going to be 30-mile-per-hour winds. And with the way TCU plays, that absolutely hurts them. And, I mean, we're going to have to, like, toast a shot to Adrian Martinez rushing props because most of the books have just completely just stopped posting him.
71.5 I'm seeing.
I mean, he probably goes over that. I mean, I'm
going to bet it. I'll tell you this. I'll bet it.
If they go to the Big 12 championship game, is he in New York for the Heisman?
Probably. I don't think he wins because I don't think he puts up the passing stats.
But do you think he's like,
there?
He's there.
I think he's there.
Dude.
Which good for him. I'm proud of him.
This is something I never thought I'd say. I flipping love Adrian Martinez, man. I love that kid, too. I love that guy, man. I love that guy, dude. He's on Team Uncle Rico.
Pitt, Louisville minus 2.5, over under 55. I don't like either of these teams. Probably a stay away, but I'm sorry to admit to everyone, I took Pitt. I sprinkled a little on that money line earlier. I don't trust either, but I trust Louisville less.
Nothing.
That's probably the smart play. Utah State, Wyoming minus 4.5, over under 44.5. I want to take Wyoming.
When this whole thing went down with D'Antoni leaving, you know who I wanted? Michigan State.
Did you want Bowl?
That's who I wanted. And this guy's rolling out, and he's 4-3 with a bunch of nobodies. I mean,
yeah, we thought Wyoming was going to be trash this year.
No, I mean, weird number. I don't want anything to do it.
I'm kind of with you. Like, if it was a 3.5, if it was 3, I'd be all over Wyoming. But I don't know. I don't like it. San Diego State minus 7 on the road at Nevada, over under 36.
I mean,
God damn.
With a number like that, you kind of have to lean toward Nevada, but I can't do anything in this game.
Yeah, that's what Bobby Thomas is saying, is Nevada the play.
No, Nevada's not the dirt.
Nevada's they suck. Nevada,
but you know what? They are dirty. That would be a dirty dog.
That would be a very, very dirty. I think I know who is. Washington minus 7.5 at Cal, over under of 54.5.
Cal plus 7.5. Cal straight up. Justin Wilcox.
Dude. So, yes, I know exactly what you're talking about because I bet it every year on the dot.
Justin Wilcox, after a game, okay, that he doesn't cover and he loses 71% against the spread. When he's a dog in those situations, 3-0, just absolutely straight up. If we take, I mean, this is all the guy does is just cover after a loss. If you just look at games after he didn't cover, he's 69% against the spread. This is just what he does. They cover after they lose. They cover after they don't cover, after they don't win. Washington, you look at Washington's schedule. I mean, what's their biggest win? Michigan State. And Michigan State is completely awful. I mean, you talk about a paper tiger. This is Washington. I absolutely love Cal. I think they're live here. I think they straight up win.
I'm with you. I think they straight up fucking win because I'm pretty sure, not just, I mean, everything you said is 100% accurate, but I'm pretty sure, Cal and Washington in particular Cal has won the 2 of the last 3 matchups.
Yeah, I absolutely love it here. Give it.
And they lost in overtime last year.
Give it to you. I love Cal here. I mean, absolutely hammer spot. Look for them to bounce back after losing at Colorado last week. And this is just what Wilcox does. After a loss, after not covering, he covers and wins the next time. I mean,
it's not even just, it's like after a loss to a disappointing team who you should beat, they come around and play a team where you should lose to extremely tough.
But look at Washington's schedule. What have they done when you're just like, oh, yeah, this team's pretty solid. This team should be laying over a touchdown on the road? Nothing.
I'm also going to take, if Cal's going to win, I'm going to take the under. So Justin Wilcox got there in 2017. The record, 2-2. They've won 2, lost 2, baby. But they've covered 3.
I mean, and they got Oregon State and Oregon on deck. Good situational spot, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
my dirty play.
That's my dirty play, Bob. That is my dirty play. I absolutely love it here, my man.
I'm going to go through all of my picks that I have made this morning for you people out there. I'm SMU plus 3.5, SMU money line, under 50.5 in the Houston Navy game, under 49.5 in the Iowa-Ohio State game, over 57 in Kansas Baylor. I think that is even ticked down a little bit. Charlotte minus 13.5 FIU, under 66.5 in the Georgia Southern ODU game, under 72.5 in North Texas UTSA. Oklahoma State plus 6, Oklahoma State money line sprinkle. Arizona State little money line. Alabama first half, Alabama first quarter, Alabama full game, all the spreads. East Carolina plus 5.5, ECU sprinkle on the money line, South Carolina plus 3, South Carolina money line, over 48 in the Colorado-Oregon State game. Kansas State plus 3, Kansas State money line, Adrian Martinez over 71.5 rushing yards, Cal plus 7.5, Cal money line, and under 54.5.
So like next week, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write down before we do this how many bets I think you're gonna have, and we're gonna see how close I am.
So, okay, do it real quick off the top of your head. Over under bets I've made for the whole weekend, starting on Thursday.
I'll take over 45.
Yeah, it was as of yesterday, it was 72.
Jesus. Me today, I got SMU plus the 3.5. I have OK State plus the 6.5 straight up. Took LSU -2. Anything under a field goal I like. UTEP plus the 4. ECU plus the 5. South Carolina, like PD Pablo says, come on and raise up. Take your shirt off, spin it like a helicopter. Plus the 3. K-State plus the 3.5. Cal straight up to win, and plus the 7.5.
Bada fucking bing. Eric, we did it. Went through every game of the college football slate. My man. Where can the people find you, by the way?
At eTalk21 on the Twitter, at eTalk21 Sports on the gram, and my YouTube channel at eTalk21 Sports. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. You know, helps the kid out.
Damn right. You guys know where to find me at XFL Jim on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. Got my CFL recaps. You can find me with this guy on the College Football Tailgate Tuesday show, where we take a look at the early lines. You can find us on Spring Fever every Wednesday night. We'll see you guys next week for the College Football Tailgate morning pick show. Love you guys. Bye.